BARB, a monologue by Chris Watt, for the Fizz Podcast radio show, December 2021. Please forgive me if I make mistakes. This is my first time reading through this on a recording. Let's see how it goes. So few of you on Earth ever really take the time to understand your privileged position on this rock. It takes a vastly superior being, such as myself, to really give you the perspective you need. When I first arrived here, you were blissfully unaware, as I walked among you, camouflaged in your fleshy skins. You nodded, smiled, occasionally attempted a courtship ritual. I assumed the form of what your species calls a female, complete with a curvature at the hips, a rounding of the milk glands, and a reproductive system that, where I come from, is flawed to say the least. It isn't even the same size as the spawn that emerges from it, and who needs that? I have also been told that on more than one occasion that I have an ass that won't quit, which, from what I understand, is yet another example of my superiority to others among my ranks. This figures for your species, as that particular feature is nothing more than a waste portal, and that I know how fond you are of creating that, not mention speaking it. And yet, of all these properties properly formed and shaped are enough to attract a mate, you don't even seem to work on your personality, it seems. The aesthetics are enough, another flaw in your neurological systems that renders you vulnerable to all matter of eccentricities, none of which I find charming. In all honesty, I pity you. I walk in plain sight among you all, as my kind have done for millions of years. We were here before you evolved, which is ironic as evolution suggests progress. And if I were to compare my kind to yours, we have been exceedingly shortchanged in every department. I have since taken on the reputation of a mythic beast, once abundant on Earth, and have been hunted to near extinction. I thrive on chaos, and it is in this respect that your kind pleases me the most, for we have a kinship within that realm. Your kind have labored under the apprehension for thousands of years that you matter. That your opinions, your survival is paramount within the bigger scheme of things. When my kind were at the top of the food chain, we didn't concern ourselves with morality, with conscious decisions. We evolved through instinct, like ants. Ants with thumbs. Your kind, on the other hand, are preoccupied with lifestyle rather than life itself. Content to experience a virtual hike from the comfort of your own headset, rather than step outside and feel the wind on your face. Not that this will matter in the long run anyway. That is why I am here. I am the last of my kind, a sophisticated, elegant creation of destruction, rich in delicious meats, which once were the prize of many hunter, and possessing a fine pelt that can fetch up to 10,000 of your earthly currencies. Although in my day, it was used to warm our offspring, at least the ones we didn't consume after birth. I have the power of at least 20 of your current earth chickens, and my knees can withstand the impact of 16 monster trucks, having been fortified for many centuries by deer bites as we thrived and foraged in the forest that no longer exists. And now they live quietly in the backyards of the San Fernando Valley, masquerading as patio furniture. I am too part of the masquerade, for my kind left me here to observe, to adapt, and to thrive. And thrive I shall. For your planet is as flawed as its population, veering dangerously close to oblivion of its own accord, mainly because of the invention of plastics in which you trap water, as you have simply forgotten that you have hands for such consumption. But oblivion also nears the shape of your sun, which continues to shift and change, just as I have. That is our kinship, a relationship between being and solar vessel that has been intimate since the days we emerged from our dens, looked up, and understood our destiny. My destiny. So look upon me, admire my shape, my manner, my ability to competently manage 3 tasks at the same time, and marvel, if you really must, at my unquitting ass. For it makes no difference in the grand scheme of things. My destiny lies above you. It always has, and soon I shall consume your sun, whole and with no mastication, and shall take my rightful place in the stars, looking down on you, as we always have done, as your new star. If all of this is of any interest to you, please follow my Tinder profile and swipe right. Time wasters are encouraged, as there are so many of you out there. Thank you, Chris Watt. I hope I did that justice.